Have you ever wondered how some people not only achieve financial freedom, but also build wealth that lasts for generations? What if I told you that there are 10 key principles that millionaires swear by? Principles that can transform your financial life if you follow them. Stay with me until the end of this video, because the final principle we'll discuss might just be the one you've been missing all along. But first, let's dive into the millionaire mindset and how you can apply these principles starting today. Principle 1. Vision with a plan. The first principle that every millionaire lives by is having a clear vision backed by a solid plan. You can't just stumble into wealth. Millionaires have a clear picture of where they want to go. This vision serves as their compass, guiding every decision they make. But here's the secret: having a vision is only half the battle. Millionaires turn their vision into a detailed plan. This plan outlines the steps they need to take, their timeline, and even the resources they need to gather along the way. Think of your financial journey as building a skyscraper. Would you start construction without blueprints? Of course not. Your plan is your blueprint for financial success. And here's a pro tip: break your long-term goals down into smaller, actionable steps. Instead of just aiming to become a millionaire, aim to save or invest $1,000 this month, then scale that. You can see how a big vision can be brought down to earth with a solid plan. But here's the real key to this principle: consistency. Every single day, successful people work toward their vision, even when things don't go as planned. Principle 2. Self-discipline is everything. Now, let's talk about the second principle: self-discipline. Millionaires don't rely on motivation alone, they rely on discipline. What separates those who achieve financial success from those who don't is the ability to stay focused, even when distractions and temptations arise. Here's the hard truth: most people fail because they give up too soon. But millionaires, they develop unbreakable discipline that keeps them moving forward, even when the results don't come quickly. But here's something you might not know: discipline is a muscle, and it gets stronger the more you use it. So how can you build self-discipline? Start by creating small, non-negotiable habits. These daily rituals might seem insignificant, but over time, they compound. For example, millionaires are meticulous about budgeting, tracking their spending, and sticking to their financial goals. They don't splurge on impulse purchases. Every dollar has a purpose. Can you commit to one small financial discipline every day? It could be as simple as setting aside 15 minutes to review your expenses or automating a savings contribution. If you can master discipline in the small things, you'll find that larger goals become easier to achieve. Principle 3. Leverage time, not just money. Here's a critical hook that might just change your mindset. Millionaires don't only leverage money, they leverage time. Here's how. Wealthy people understand that time is their most valuable asset. They're not just working harder, they're working smarter. They invest time where it will generate compounding results. This includes not just investments that grow over time, but also learning, networking, and improving their skill sets. The average person thinks about what they can get today, but millionaires think about what today's actions will mean years from now. This is the power of compounding. When it comes to building wealth, it's about starting early and being consistent. Whether it's investing in stocks, real estate, or personal development, millionaires make time work for them. If you start investing now, even small amounts, you'll be amazed at the power of compounding over time. Ask yourself, what could you do today that would still benefit you 10 years from now? Principle 4. Diversify, but stay focused. The next principle is something that is often misunderstood: diversification. You've probably heard the phrase, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket." And while that's true, there's a catch. Millionaires diversify their investments, but they remain focused on their core strengths. They don't try to master everything at once. Instead, they pick a few areas where they can become experts. For example, someone might diversify their investments across stocks, real estate, and businesses, but they'll typically focus heavily on one of those areas to ensure they truly excel. This focus is what allows them to grow wealth faster. Think about where your expertise lies. Maybe it's time to start focusing more on that area while still diversifying your income streams. But here's where it gets interesting. Millionaires protect themselves against risk by spreading their money across different types of assets, but they never lose sight of their core goals. If you're spreading yourself too thin, you may be hindering your progress. Are you focused on your strengths while also protecting your wealth with smart diversification? Principle 5. Master the art of delayed gratification. Now, here's where most people fall short. Delayed gratification. This principle is all about resisting the temptation to indulge in short-term pleasures for long-term success. Millionaires understand that the path to wealth requires sacrifice. Instead of spending their income on flashy cars, expensive vacations, or material possessions early on, they reinvest their money into growing their wealth. They delay gratification because they know that the reward down the line will be far greater. But here's the thing. They don't just delay gratification indefinitely. They set clear milestones where they can reward themselves once they've achieved their goals. For example, instead of buying a luxury car immediately, they may set a goal. Once I have $1 million in investments, I'll purchase my dream car. The question for you is, can you delay gratification long enough to see the bigger reward? If you can, you'll find that your money starts working for you, instead of the other way around. Principle 6. Build a network of high achievers. Here's a principle that might surprise you. Millionaires are intentional about their network. The people you surround yourself with directly influence your level of success. Millionaires don't just hang out with anyone. They choose to build relationships with high achievers who push them to grow. Think about it. If you're constantly surrounded by people who settle for mediocrity, you're more likely to follow suit. But if your network consists of ambitious, driven individuals who are constantly striving for success, you'll be motivated to level up too. Networking with the right people opens doors that money alone can't. You'll gain access to opportunities, partnerships, and insights that accelerate your success. But here's the catch. Networking isn't about what you can take from others. It's about what you can give. When you approach networking from a place of generosity and genuine value, you'll find that doors open far more easily. So ask yourself, who are you surrounding yourself with, and how can you build a network that lifts you higher? Principle 7. Never stop learning. Now, here's a crucial hook. This principle alone could be the difference between staying stagnant or achieving lifelong success. Millionaires are committed to continuous learning. They understand that the world is constantly evolving, and in order to stay ahead, they must keep expanding their knowledge and skills. This doesn't necessarily mean formal education. Many successful people are voracious readers, podcast listeners, or attend seminars and conferences. The point is, they never stop improving themselves. If you want to achieve financial freedom, ask yourself, how are you investing in your education? Are you reading books that expand your understanding of wealth, investing, and success? Are you learning from people who've already walked the path you want to walk? The more you learn, the more you earn. This is a universal truth among millionaires. Principle 8. Automate your finances. Let's talk about the 8th principle, automation. Successful people know that they can't rely on willpower alone to manage their finances effectively. That's why they automate their wealth-building systems. This means setting up automatic transfers to investment accounts, savings accounts, and even tax accounts. By automating your finances, you eliminate the risk of spending money impulsively. Millionaires make their savings and investing happen on autopilot, so they don't have to think about it. And guess what? This works because once you've set it up, your wealth begins to grow in the background, effortlessly. Could automating your financial habits make wealth building easier for you? Principle 9. Take calculated risks. Here's a principle that separates the dreamers from the doers. Calculated risk-taking. Millionaires don't shy away from risk, but they don't take reckless risks either. They evaluate opportunities carefully, and when they see a chance to grow their wealth, they take action. Here's the truth. You can't build significant wealth without taking risks. Whether it's starting a business, investing in real estate, or entering the stock market, at some point, you'll need to step outside your comfort zone. The key is to calculate the risk and make informed decisions. Don't gamble on something you don't understand. But when the opportunity arises, don't let fear hold you back. Fortune favors the bold. Principle 10. Giving back and creating impact. And now we've reached the final principle, giving back. This might be the most important principle of all. You see, millionaires don't just focus on wealth accumulation for themselves. They focus on creating an impact. They understand that true wealth comes from giving back to others. Whether it's through charitable donations, mentoring others, or contributing to causes they care about, successful people use their wealth to make a difference in the world. But here's the twist. Giving back doesn't have to wait until you're wealthy. In fact, many millionaires say that their journey to success accelerated when they started giving, even when they didn't have much. This principle is powerful because it shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. When you give, you're telling the universe that you have enough, and that mindset attracts even more wealth into your life. So here's the question: what impact do you want to make with your success? Conclusion: these are the 10 life-changing principles that millionaires swear by. If you want to achieve financial freedom, it's time to start applying these principles to your own life. Remember, success isn't about luck or shortcuts. It's about consistent actions that compound over time. So which principle will you start with today? Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's on their journey to success. Let's build wealth and make an impact together.